here.
Hello, Anupama. What are you
Hi.
doing on the show?
I was here from the beginning.
Oh, were you? Well, that's great because I'm here now, and it's going to be an even brighter morning.
Yes, exactly. I got a double delight right now because Amaya's with me in the studio. And we have a very special guest, don't we, Amaya? Why don't you introduce him to the audience?
And we always try to speak about upcoming talent here on Good Morning Sri Lanka, just interesting youth who have taken their passion and created something more out of it. And we have with us a young gentleman on this show this morning, and he is Jason Wright. Good morning, Jason. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for having me over.
And are you a morning person?
Well,
not a morning person?
No, I'm not a morning person until I have my cup of coffee.
Until you have your cup of coffee.
Yeah, so don't talk until then.
So I think that's the usual case for everyone. They need some caffeine in their system before they can really call it a morning.
Yeah, that's true.
But Jason, so you're here today because you are interested in photography.
I am, yeah.
And as an amateur photographer, we've heard that you've taken some really great shots. So let's talk about how you started out in this, getting interested in something like photography.
Well, I don't know. Once I finished my school, I used to do a lot of photography as a kid, and I had this one guy called Prasanna. He used to encourage me to buy a good camera and take good photography as a profession. I'm like, dude, I'm not like a professional. So I just kept improving my skills as a amateur photographer, and whatever I can get, whatever camera I can get, I just make use of it. And turns out those photographs were good. And I sent some to him, and he's a professional photographer, and he said these are really, really good.
And so that means you have the eye for photography.
Yeah, that's what he says.
It's not something that everyone has. I mean, just because you have a great camera or you have a great camera on your phone, it doesn't make someone a good photographer. But
yeah, it doesn't. It isn't. It actually, according to him, you have to have the eye, knowledge, the skill, the patience, and also the influence to how to take good photography.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's always what you need for something like a hobby of this nature.
Yeah, it's
right?
true.
That's true. But what really catches your eye? I mean, what do you really love going for when you're looking through the lens of a camera?
What really catches my eyes? Everyday stuff. I don't stop to be prepared to me. If it's a prepared photograph, then it's not really a photograph. You should capture it unprepared, uncut, and just totally nude. Just right there. I don't mean nude as nude, but proper.
I'm sure other new types of nude photography are pretty attractive as well.
Yeah, that's a different side. No, I'm not.
We could talk about this.
Amaya.
I don't know. It's good morning.
No, what I'm saying is whatever. It's normal. Yeah.
Let's focus on Jason right now. Amaya is going in another direction.
Okay. I'm just talking about the different sort of subjects that a photographer may be interested in.
Yeah, it's a lot of subjects.
But there are also types of photography where you have to get your composition right. You have to have certain things in certain places, like for events, for example. So are you sort of thinking about branching into that area as well, covering events or snapping up emotions or places at a specific time?
Alright, covering events, well, because I travel the world a lot, so I have my branches are really wide to take natural photographs. So for me, events is not really a big thing right now. And even though events right now is a big thing in the world, a lot of people go for events. So why would I want to go for it? It's going to be a challenge. I'd rather be freelancing and doing something I love than challenging myself to do something I hate.
Wow. So we have very intelligent photographer in our studios today, as I can see. Well, we have more to speak about your talent and what you capture in photography. But before that, we have a slideshow ready of your stills. So let's move on it right now. So talk about these pictures, Jason. What do we see here?
This is Warsaw in Poland.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, this is right after the World War II happened, and they rebuilt the city just like that. And this is Doha, obviously. And there's a part with a sunset there.
Okay. These are really very pretty.
They are really good, yeah.
Do you use any type of filters or?
No, just regular photography and normal filter. And this is Tbilisi in Georgia, Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Has a Ferris wheel on top of a mountain.
Alright.
That's obviously New York, which is cool.
New York. It's very cool. It is good.
It's hard to find a place to stop and take a photograph in New York. I think.
And that's actually Sri Lanka, the Negombo beach.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've been to
in the morning, actually, huh?
you've been to all of these places.
Yeah.
You've even traveled here in Sri Lanka, I'm sure, but we need to speak about all these places that you've seen and you've traveled to, because I'm sure that they influence you a lot as well when it comes to what you want to capture. Let's talk about some of the trips that you've made abroad.
Some of the places that you've been to,
Okay, well, I base my trips on culture and heritage and stuff like that. So, because I try to figure out, and for me in life, I try to figure out, like, every human being has the same roots. And for me, traveling around and finding the same cultures, same religions and all that, actually made me realize everyone is actually the same. Seriously, I've been a lot to places, and I can tell you it's almost the same as here in Sri Lanka. But what differs is what people and the mentality of them and what they think. So when I take my photographs, you can actually see like part of the culture there. Not the ones I showed you here, but ones I have a lot of like similarities. Even the dishes they have, the food they serve, how they eat it, when they eat it, and why they eat it, is almost the same as what we have here. So it's not really different when you go abroad. It's actually the same.
Speaking about the food that you might have tried out, now some of them may be similar, but I'm sure you've tried some outlandish things as well. Well, outlandish to us, I mean. So let's talk about some of the things that you've experienced abroad.
Alright, in Barcelona I had paella, which is like noodles with like seafood, like shellfish, all the stuff together. But the craziest food I've had was in Bangkok. I had a scorpion and a couple of worms.
Oh, that sounds so appetizing.
It's really nice, actually.
I'm glad that we're doing this to you.
Right.
What's the best way to prepare scorpions and worms in your experience?
I actually asked her the same question. She said to break off the top, the tip, the sting, and then just fry it.
And it's good to go.
And it's crunchy, It's crunchy, it's hard down the throat, but it's really nice.
Please don't try this at home.
Unless, of course,
you are under supervision.
Unless you're in Bangkok, probably.
But no, that's the thing, right? Some people go abroad and they don't stop to experience all of these things. They just go there, stay in a really great hotel, and sleep around a bit, and it's just fun to be there to relax. But experiencing a culture is something different.
It is, like, for example, you go to like places like Europe and you just stay in a hotel and go back and check the sites where it's always publicized. It's good, but it's not exactly what the country's about.
Exactly.
You want to go see what Sri Lanka is about, you need to go into Sri Lanka, you know?
Exactly.
So you take your own road back. So in Bangkok, I did the same thing, to Kaohsiung Street, or like to Walking Street in Clark in Philippines, or certain other places, which is really like Canton in China, where they have frogs and all that. It's really nice. It looks yucky, but trust me, it's a challenge once you try it. It's really good. It tastes like chicken.
I was just going to ask you that. Does it taste like chicken?
It tastes like chicken. It tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken.
That's
quite
so
interesting.
Now, people might be wondering how you got to travel to all of these places. You're not really like old, I would say, a young person. You're at a young age now.
I'm very young.
Amaya, he's not old.
I'm very young.
But let's talk about the opportunities you've got and how you got them. So we have to talk about your 9-to-5 job. I wouldn't say 9 to 5, it's a way of terming it.
Well, it depends. The 9 to 5 is like a regular short flight, because I work in the Middle East for an airline. So for us, we don't have a regular 9 to 5 job. So like it depends from 45 minutes to like 18 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours of flying time. So you're literally stuck in a tube.
Your job into utilizing your talent, right, and your passion in photography.
You have to. I mean, you get to go to these amazing places in the world, and if you don't make use of what you can, then when you finish it, when you come back and see to life, like, what do you have to show for yourself?
Exactly. Wow.
I have everything right now. I'm collecting.
Nice. Wow. Before the show, you were talking with Amaya and mentioning the fact that a photograph can show a story. It can tell a story.
Yeah, it does.
So tell us about your perspective on that.
Well, again, like my friend said, Prasanna said, like photograph, if you take a blank shot of a photograph, it's just going to be what you're going to see. But if you want people to see what they want to see, and for them to be there for a long time looking at your photograph, gazing at it, wondering what this is about, then you have to have a story with it. Like, for example, the picture in Warsaw with the skyline, the clouds, it makes you just wander off into a different place, Just makes you want to stay there. I want people, when they look at my photographs, to imagine that they were actually there.
Wow.
You know, that's what my photographs try to portray when I take them.
And they were gorgeous. I mean, those shots were amazing. But let's speak about where you want to go in the future as well. Now, there should be some countries, I hope, that you haven't visited yet. Or have you been to all of them, Jason?
No, I haven't been to all of the countries.
So what's on the top 5 now? What you really want to see, or the sites you really want to visit?
Well, I do want to go to Fiji and climb the mountain there and take the photographs from up the mountain there.
Okay.
Kilimanjaro was on my list. Unfortunately, I could not go this week. I was supposed to go there. And also to Rio. The beaches there are really amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a list that I would want. Like, this is a dream bucket list, isn't it? All the places he's been to and also the places that he wants to go to.
Okay, I have an idea. Maybe you can be his assistant.
Probably.
Since you like photography anyway.
Yes.
Why don't we just request
I would go around everywhere with all the cameras, slug around, no problem. All
Carry around your
suitcases.
That'd be very easy. It's just one camera and an iPhone, that's it.
Oh, he
It's
doesn't
very-
require an assistant. Amaya.
Sorry, I'm sad now.
No, I mean, I'm saying it won't be that heavy for the carry.
While I get over this.
No, I'm saying it won't be that heavy for the carry. It's just going to be one camera bag and an iPhone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you do want her as your assistant?
No, I'm not.
I'm joking.
Neutral grounds.
I'm joking. All right, but Jason, what inspired you to hone your skill, this talent of photography? What inspired you? What actually made you think about going out and capturing pictures?
Well, I've seen the photographs out there, and they are amazing, but they're not unique. Like, they all have the same story, the same thing, the same background, the same thing, and I want to have something different with it. I mean, I want to have a picture of a boat, but different.
A different picture.
Yeah, so it's going to be challenging for me to think of it different, because the boat can be captured only certain angles.
Yeah.
But if you can make a new angle, then that's going to be a new photograph, and people are going to love that.
So that's how you started off.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay.
And even the picture that we saw of the boat in Nigambo.
Yeah.
That's a different angle that you've captured there with the ocean, and the boat is sort of in the corner actually, but it still is the main subject of the photo.
Yeah, it is, but you have to always realize, make it symmetric, like, the lines. You cannot just take a photograph, you like, make it in the grids, the frames and all that, make sure it's perfect.
A lot of thought does go into the picture then.
Actually, yeah, I never think about it. It just happens, and I'm not taking it.
So you have to
yeah, go ahead, Amaya.
I was going to say that he has to have two presenters like us shooting questions at him to really start thinking about the technicalities of it.
Yeah, seriously.
But what were you going to say, Anupama?
No, I was just going to ask him what encourages you to take pictures. How is the encouragement from your family, from your friends, and is there any idol when it comes to photography? Is there somebody's style that you follow, or do you want to use your own style? What is your basically circle of encouragement like?
Okay, my family, they encourage me in everything I do.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what. Like, hey, I want to do nothing. Yeah, go do that.
Doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, as long as like I'm cool with it.
Okay.
They're okay. You want to hide this, right?
Yeah, you can
Do that. Very good. Espionage on the show today.
That's all right.
No, like my family, if they support me in everything I do, so I have no problem with that. My friends, they're cool. I show them the photographs. They tell me if it's not good. They give me an honest opinion before I send it out to the public. I do have a Facebook fan page of my photographs where people come and they give me their comments about it.
Let's share how they can find them on, how they can find you on it.
Yeah, sure. I totally spaced out about that. And people I follow, actually no one. I don't have any idols as such. Seriously, I mean, no offense to anyone, but like, it's not a thing I follow hardcore. It's just a hobby I do. Like, I just love taking photographs, and the style is my own. I make it my own. I make it different. I make it new. I make it interesting.
Then that's a great philosophy that we can all live by. Just take your passion and run with it, right?
Yeah.
So how can people find you on Facebook? Let's give out the name of your page.
Yeah, Silverfly. It's like silver fly. It's like silver and fly, but with a P after S and after the S.
Silver.
Yeah, perfect. So Silverfly.
Nice.
Can we give out the reason behind the name?
Behind
just very short time. Because we only have a short time left.
Yes,
on the show.
exactly.
It's very, very geeky. It's my it's my PlayStation 3 account name, my gamer tag for my game. So
right.
I use the same thing here.
Right, okay.
It's very easy. It's not really big a deal.
So thank you so much, Silverfly, for being with us on the show today, or Jason, I should say. It's been great to have you on the show to speak about your hobbies.
Thank you so much.
I think that everyone would have found some of your pictures very interesting, and also the passion you have for your pictures.
Yeah.
And so, Anupama, I think we've come to the end of our show,
Yes, unfortunately, we have we have to wrap up today.
We have to wrap up today.
And we are going to see you tomorrow. If you want to contact us on Good Morning Sri Lanka on Facebook, you can keep in touch with us on
www.facebook.com/Good Morning Sri Lanka, and you can also send us your comments as well as your feedback on mtvsports@maharaja.lk.
Oh,
So thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you tomorrow as well on another great episode of Good Morning Sri Lanka.
Have a good day.